Alright, hello, welcome to another wonderful, fantastic match from DotA is Hard. I'm Project Swift, and co-casting today with me is Cupcake. Hello, Cupcake.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up, guys?
You know,
sit back, have a beer, watch the game. It's gonna be fantastic.
Exactly. This should be a really good game. There's so the DotA team are all very good players, and we've warned the Radiant team that they are very good players. So hopefully we've got a number of very good players in the Radiant team as well to go up against them. So should be a good match.
These are some of the better players from our community.
Yeah. So Byzkit there, he's a long-time player with me. We're back in Dota 1. We used to play competitive Dota together, so we've both been in for a long time. And then those are a bunch of his friends who sort of play with him at his skill level. So
fantastic.
Yeah, so should be a good match. I know I know on the Radiant team, I know G-Banger and I know not quite Claymore. They're a little bit a little bit lower, sort of towards the high instead of the very high, but they work great together as a team of two, so two supports roaming around. So watching those two is always good fun as well.
Yeah, it might be good to see some stuff come early game into mid. So
yeah.
Obligatory Nyx ban, which is you know, and Batrider, of course, keep it alive.
Yep, first ban of Coddle. Yeah, so yeah, with all the higher level players, I guess they're gonna stick fairly strong to the pro game meta, because they can all play all the heroes, so they know the hero strength. So these are the games where hero strength is important, as opposed to player strength, which is sort of the mid to high level games. You sort of got to pick towards what your allies can play well. So in this one, we should see some really strong heroes coming out.
Yeah, it's good. We got a first pick Lifestealer from the Radiant coming out, which is pretty standard, I guess. Yeah,
it's fairly standard, straight up Lifestealer. So Lifesteal, I'm actually trying to think back to the last DotA is Hard match that I've seen without a Lifesteal in it. So he's been in there a lot.
I was playing one, I think, last Wednesday with a group of people, new people, just must have absolutely hated him. They all said ban him straight up, so we did. But the games that we had last Wednesday were actually quite fantastic, and I'd just like to say on behalf of the community, thank you Project Swift for actually putting, you know, this smaller community together of Australians, because a lot of us actually have been searching for something like this, and it's fantastic to actually find like-minded players willing to learn and, you know, wanting to further their game and such, so, which is awesome.
Aw, Cupcake, you're gonna make me cry.
Man, the fans love a bit of drama, do it.
I know, it's fantastic. But yeah, no, this started out in sort of over Christmas, December, January, and I just grabbed a bunch of friends together, sort of 10 friends, and we're like, alright, let's just have games on Wednesday nights or Saturday nights or whatever, because we all want to learn and then start, and then those friends told friends, and then those friends told more friends, and then we made a Facebook page so that everyone could get involved, and then people just kept coming, and it was great, and it just developed.
Yeah, it's definitely something that the Australian kind of community has been lacking.
We've
got a Pugna pickup.
Yeah, a Pugna pick.
Should be interesting. Maybe go for some early push. You never know.
Yeah. I don't know, yeah, the Pugna sort of, I don't know, I don't think he goes too well up against the Lone Druid. He's sort of going to have a bit of problem with that Spirit Bear pounding on him, and there's not really much, Pugna's main strength is his Nether Ward. Nether Ward is a great skill, and sort of, because they picked him so early, it's going to give the DotA team the opportunity to pick around that and not get any of those high costing spells that will really, I don't know, really cop it from that Nether Ward.
Yeah, well, nothing has been picked up by the DotA yet to really suggest anything like that's gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they can. It's a bit silly, I guess, showing your hand so early if you're gonna pick up Pugna. Usually something that comes after, well, that's interesting.
I did
straight pick into Alina after Pugna.
Yeah, that is interesting. I didn't, I sort of saw maybe the Lena or the Leshrac coming out, because they did pick up the Shadow Demon. But yeah, instead of picking up the Lena, who's like the massive cost of her ultimate is almost going to kill her from that Nether Ward. I feel that Leshrac would have been a better pickup because like the amount of mana that he uses isn't nearly as much as Lina, or even someone like Kunkka, the pirate. So you can do the disruption into a torrent, and he uses so much less mana and like dies to the Nether Ward so much less. So I feel that one of those two would have been a better pickup than Lina.
Yeah, the cool thing I think I like so much about Kunkka, I don't know if you're watching any Q-Panda games, but he's made a bit of a resurgence with Sing taking a mid. That seems to be really working out with him in conjunction with use of Faceless Void and stuff, which has been absolutely a delight to watch in pro games.
So Faceless Void jumps straight in with a Chronosphere, followed up by a massive boat, I'm guessing?
Yeah, boat, 4-man torrent, pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do have some solid bans coming out as well. We've got a ban of Darkseer and Bounty Hunter on the DotA team with like 3 really solid carry bans. Alchemist is that might be a respect ban because Alchemist is one of the favorite carries by Byzkit. Byzkit enjoys playing Alchemist as a carry. And then we've got the Chaos Knight. Chaos Knight would add a lot to that tri-lane of the Shadow Demon. Lina would add a lot with his stun and his massive damage. And Faceless Void, I don't feel that they would have played Faceless Void with that tri-lane, because they're sort of, unless they wanted to do an aggressive tri-lane and put Faceless Void as like safe lane farmer, that could have happened. But yeah, interesting ban of Faceless.
I think they probably put the Lone Druid in the off lane, maybe against Pugna, depending how they want to lane it. I definitely assume that Zeus is going mid. I don't really think there's any other way to lane him really at the moment.
Yeah, he doesn't really bring enough to try. They could just be like doing a well, there we go. Okay, toss a spanner in the work. They could
support Zeus.
They could be doing like a really wacky tri-lane of just like trying to pick off those low life supports, and like Pugna using Decrepify and Nether Blast with Zeus's Lightning Bolt, just trying to like pretty much one hit those squishy supports.
Yeah, well, definitely it's. Pugna's got really good base damage. It's one of the things I remember from playing him. So he'll be like the Life Leech, of course. Start by Lifesteal. You definitely get a few. Is it Nether Blast? Pretty sure it's Nether Blast. Definitely get at least one of those off, and then of course you've got the Decrepify to follow up. While Lifesteal is obviously, I think you want to keep the Decrepify as long as you can, so that Lifestealer can get a few hits off before you go into the Zeus kind of big lightning combo in that early lane, if they are actually gonna try lane the Pugna and Zeus and Lifestealer together.
Yeah, well, I am really interested to see how they run it. They might be running one of those heroes as a safe lane farmer, or I'm not sure. It'll be really interesting. We do have a Templar Assassin pickup for mid, so I'm guessing Templar's going mid, going up against the Puck.
Yeah.
Yeah, the refraction will do wonders up against the illusionary. Go ahead. What
really concerns me though is your Lifestealer pick up and then Lone Druid on the other team, and really a Lifestealer is not gonna like out farm a Lone Druid. Lone Druid is gonna win again late game. So we've got a Weaver pick up now, so that's gonna be off lane. They're definitely gonna have to like aggressively try lane the Lifestealer. And it definitely will be with the Pugna and Zeus unless they're gonna have some weird and wacky combo. But I gotta say, like, even just going into this now, even without the last pick, I definitely do have a better team. As you said, very much it does, kind of sing true to what all the pros and stuff are picking at the moment.
Yeah, it's so the Dire team is sort of very, very strong metagames. They're all sort of high tier heroes, while on the Radiant team, they're sort of thrown a spanner in the works and they picked up the Lifestealer straight up, but then the rest of their picks have been sort of quite outrageous and really interesting. So I hope
it works for them. It's going to be an exciting game.
God, I really hope that the Radiant team just works, like miraculously just works, and it's a fantastic game. I am so hoping for it.
Definitely. We've got a last pick up Anti-Mage, and that'll complete the tri-lane of Shadow Demon and Lina for Dire.
Yes. So yeah, it's I was with the last pick of Weaver there. I've been tossing up an idea that nobody's sort of backed me up on, of running Weaver in a tri-lane, because Weaver does a fantastic amount of damage early in the early on.
Yeah, and with Swarm, just that minus armor again on supports, you absolutely just destroy. It's crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
I really like the what a lot of people are doing in pubs at the moment with him. It's picking up the medallion and just he can solo kill a lot of people early on.
Yeah, just jump out with Shikuchi, chuck a medallion on, and you just do so much damage.
Do you want to do introductions for the Dire and Radiant?
I would love to do introductions. So, we've got Robert Cattinson, the captain of the Radiant team, playing the Lifestealer, with Noobaholic on the Weaver, going safe lane, so safe lane farmer with the Weaver. Vortex playing the Pug, going mid, lots of pings happening top, gotta get this done quickly. G-Banger on the Zeus, and Not Quite Claymore on the Pugna. So, it looks like it's going to be that tri-lane of Pugna, Zeus, and Lifestealer. While on the Radiant team, we've got the captain, Byzkit, playing the Lone Druid, going long lane Lone Druid, with Jan playing Anti-Mage, So High playing the Templar Assassin, with I Am Cool, I Am Cool, I Am Cool playing the Shadow Demon, and Some Shit Fuck playing Lena. I really hope Lena's terrible.
It's definitely some Pux's pick up an illusion rune near mid.
Yep, so
Pux off on that Lena. What I'm a bit disappointed at is really that the Puck kind of didn't block, because he does have the potential to actually dominate this lane, and his TA is going to get these early few last hits, get the bottle up, and then it's just going to be a pain.
So this, just looking here, they put, the Dire team have dropped a Sentry Warp, but they haven't dewarded this, Observer. Now they're going for it. Yeah, so they're dewarding that now, so that's going to make it much more difficult for the Radiant team to sort of go up against this tri-lane.
Yeah, they're going to get the first pull as well, which is good.
Yeah, getting that stack in, so, doing well. The Puck and Templar Assassin going up against each other, sort of, yeah, I would be really interested to see that lane. Yeah, keep an eye on that lane and see how it goes. Lifestealer.
And even then, with the Lifestealer, I just think as well the Puck picked up an illusion rune. He could have burnt through a lot of refraction. I think he may have, but he could have really dominated that lane for the first wave or two, because he did have those illusions. I think up top there was that small engagement then onto the Anti-Mage, which I don't really. Oh, we've got something happening now up top. We've got Disruption followed by. This might be our first blood. Yep, on Zeus.
Yes, and very confident first blood. And right now, Lifestealer's in a bit of a dangerous situation. Oh, good stun from the Lena. That's going to be
a beautiful light strike array.
That was good. So that's the power of that tri-lane there. The disruption straight into the stun from the Lena, and then Anti-Mage is able to blink in and clean up.
Yeah, what's really going to work against Sentinel with this aggressive tri-lane is that they don't really have any lockdown. They've got the slows, which is the Decrepify and Life Leash, but you can just disrupt again. That this disruption is just so fantastic, defensively and offensively. I love it.
Yes, that is very true. They do. Even like these, the supports, the Zeus and the Pugna, don't really have the option of rotating mid and ganking the Templar Assassin either, because the refraction is going to completely eliminate all the burst damage that they can do.
Yeah, it's really going to be a pain for them. It's their lineup in regards to this, like being aggressive, is not that fantastic, really.
Yeah. And then
probably got a burning. The Anti-Mage is now level 4. Looks like he's going the burning 1/1/1 stats, of course. It seems to be all the rave these days with all the kids.
All the cool kids are doing it.
Lifestealer taking a bit of damage from a slave from the Lina at the moment. He's salving up. Yeah, what I would like to see now though is that because that anti-mage did get that first blood, in the next minute or two is the Lina and Shadow Demon going down and trying to, you know, get a kill off on that puck, because the silence is really going to hurt the anti-mage later on as well.
Yeah, getting
good to like. If he blinks in, if he gets an early blink dagger, I mean. They don't have much shutdown, but the fact that he won't be able to blink away, of course, that's the main thing. The silence is going to do wonders for them if they can actually coordinate it well enough, because I think at the moment the anti-mage is going to be an issue, but again, looking at the farm, last hits and such, the TA is sitting quite well as the lone drill. We have rotation now coming down from mid. Looks like this Weaver...
Yeah, this Weaver's in a dangerous situation. He's on very low life, and Templar Assassin comes in, one hit, doesn't chase him all the way. Weaver doesn't have any mana to Shikuchi out of there. He's looking for him, finds him, and gets the kill. Meanwhile, on the top lane, two heroes manage to go down. The Zeus and the Pugna go down to that combo. Anti-Mage is on very low life. So it looks like... They
managed to trade for the Lina, but it's definitely not worth it.
Yeah, the two heroes for the one. It was almost one with the anti-mage, but just, yeah, they didn't quite make it there.
Yeah. I think, even though, of course, the Burning Build is all the rave, the fact that these guys had such a good start, and the fact that they can play their trial lane so much more aggressively than DotA can. And then
there
we
it
see
goes!
The power of Decrepify and
Boom! That was massive! Catch-up time, boys! Lifestealer's going aggro straight in onto the Lina, and then, Templar Assassin's coming in though, is gonna, they do find that, Psionic Trap Templar Assassin's coming in, is going to murder the Zeus with 1 hit, 2 hit, and 3 hit. Lifestealer's putting a couple of hits on the Templar Assassin. The Pugna used Decrepify, I think, in the wrong situation there. And, Lifestealer's taken a lot of damage. I don't know... Oh, good block! Good block by the anti-mage.
If that was an intentional coordination between the two, that was fantastic.
Yes.
But I was just about to say that I'd love to see the Radiant tri lane be a lot more aggressive, and maybe anti-mage pick up a few more points in mana burn, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere you get that Decrepify and Lightning Strike. But I guess he was playing quite not safely, because he was on such low health, but there's little mistakes like that if you can take advantage of, you know.
You can drag yourself back into the game.
Around. Yeah, definitely.
And the Weaver up against the Lone Druid is having a really rough time. Lone Druid's level 7 while Weaver is level 5, and Lone Druid does get the kill on the tower there. Manages to push the tower down quite confidently.
Yeah. I mean, that's something you got to expect, though. I think in a Lone Druid and Weaver lane. I think. Oh, sorry. I think. In regards to push, he does have the Sakuchi, but as we saw before, if he's using it too much, he has no mana, and down comes the TA, and they get a kill. It does look. The Lone Druid is absolutely dominating that lane. I'd expect the Weaver to have a little more CS than he does, but you know, there's been so much more activity going on elsewhere. There was another kill on Zeus up at top, but I guess we haven't really been able to pay much attention to these two down bottom. The TA wrapping around.
Coming around in behind the Puck, trying to find him, but Puck is wandering bottom and is going to try and pick up a kill and try and help this Weaver on the bottom lane. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it, just the two of them. Oh, they can give it a good shot.
He doesn't have his true form yet, so he's...
Not going to be able to do it now.
He might be able to turn this around if he gets a lucky entangle, actually.
This Puck is in a dangerous situation. Needs to phase shift. Needs to use phase shift. Come on, Puck. Yeah, and right now, lucky entangle on the Weaver as well. Oh, those one-hit entangles. Shit. Wow. There we go again. That's going to be a triple kill going to the Lone Druid.
He is going to be a happy chappy, I can tell you that. That is That's a good thing to pick up as a solo later.
Yeah. Oh, that is just like that's investment straight towards Radiance.
He is a bash lord, I tell you that. Those entangles. You know, I expected them to get a kill on that because he didn't have true form yet, and he wasn't very tanky. But Jesus, that went terribly wrong for the Radiant.
It did. Just those, yeah, those entangles were just so perfect for the Lone Druid. With the puck coming in, missing two out of three of his skills, and then not using the
I'll just interrupt you there. We've got a hasted TA down bottom tier 2, top tier 2 tower who's just taking out a life stealer now, going for the puck. He tries to phase shift, and he meld strikes. Holy shit! He's coming back for more.
Yeah, he wants it.
Nah. Nah, too many creeps there. Burn the refraction too fast. He made the right decision backing off there, I think.
God damn. I don't know how Radiant will be able to come back from this. It's a fairly massive lead in the Dire's favour.
Yeah, I think, again as well, this early, the XP graphs and the gold graphs are considerably pointing towards a Dire victory. But, you know, they've got the puck and the Zeus, you know, surely they can pick off some stuff come mid game. The Zeus is nearly 6, of course, which is going to be fantastic. Global presence in a sense.
Yes, that is true. Having that, yeah, they do, like, the Radiant team do have those team fight elements over the top of the Dire team, but I think the Dire team are just so far ahead at the moment that team fight isn't going to be able to sort of keep them alive during team fights.
Yes, they've got quite a lot of physical damage, which, you know, may initially have been why they picked up a Pugner, but again, they didn't know that they were going to be against a TA or a TA or anti-mage.
Yeah. Those two heroes just sort of shredded their lineup. It was looking really interesting for a while there with the Pugner and the Zeus, but yeah, against the Templar Assassin and the anti-mage, those two heroes are just pretty much countered straight up.
Moving towards the top now, they're going to apply some pressure to the tier 1. As you can see, the Radiant have practically just abandoned this lane. They know that, you know, they've got a few levels on them in that trap. Oh, Lena.
I saw that.
Watching a creep. I don't know if that might be scare tactics.
That might just be some serious trolls going on there.
We see you, Lena.
We saw that. Good blink by the Templar Assassin. Had 4 heroes in and around it, but as soon as the slow was put on him, he managed to blink away. 2 heroes coming in, teleport support coming in. I think the Radiant are going to be in a dangerous situation. Zeus goes down to the massive burst damage from the Templar Assassin. Puck copping 2 hits. That was a fairly interesting escape. What happened there? I think Puck used Illusionary Orb over the top of someone, and then Lifestealer infested the Puck, and then they both blunk away, but then they got caught out by the heroes anyway, so...
Yeah, I don't think that could have gone any worse.
That would have been a great escape if the Illusionary Orb was going the wrong, like, the other way.
And the game is called. I think that they invested too much in that as well, and they had the TPs and they couldn't back off. It was... You know, it just seemed doomed from the beginning, maybe with the interesting lineup that did come out of the Radiant. It had the potential to be a very interesting game, but at least we know now, 12 minutes in, that
that's what it is.
And we're getting the DCs coming out. I think a very good game towards Sentinel. And again, THD obviously outplayed, outpicked, and as you said, of course, these guys have played a bit more, probably queued together a lot more, and probably in essence have got many more Dota hours, and obviously communicate and such. So yeah, is this the first game that you've casted today?
This is the second game that I've casted this evening. The first game was interesting. It was sort of like mid to high level skill. Quite an interesting game. Will be going up.
Yeah, it could be fun doing some lower level skilled stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that as well.
Casting with you.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
I'd just like to say. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, it was.
I'd just like to say on behalf of the community once again, it is fantastic that someone is actually, you know, manning up and actually doing something for the community. So I do thank you on behalf of all of this Project Swift.
Thank you very much, and again, thank you to you, and thank you to everyone else who is playing and watching and being a part of the community. It's great. Alright, let's get another game going. Thank you for casting with
Fantastic.
me. This Project
No
Swift
problem.
signing out.